Okay, chat, let's go, I don't know. You know, strangely enough, this is the first Backrooms thing I've streamed, not counting that bit in the Silent Hill mod for Fallout. And that was, like, minor at most. And the mouse does not stay locked to the screen. Of the blistering summer. Anything's possible. I don't know what kind of weird shit is in this whole thing. Oh, yeah, I like it when the mouse doesn't stay inside the confines of the screen. I like it. Chat. This is doing a weird thing where left-click zooms. I don't know why you'd need left-click to zoom. So, like, the Backrooms was really fascinating for, like, a solid few months when it first started. And then it just, like, devolved into, like, SCP slop. That was even worse than whatever modern SCP is doing. Because now you have shit like there's, like, a clown room with, like, clowns that you need to give balloons to. Otherwise they eat you or something. And then there's, like, you're outside, actually, but it's not actually. Even though there's, like, people and it's basically outside. So, like, I don't particularly care for the Backrooms aesthetic itself. I like the pool rooms aesthetic quite a bit. I like the pool rooms aesthetic a lot. Only SCP wiki entry that you cannot edit is a trans one. We have to be inclusive. We have to be very inclusive about everything. We don't want to offend anyone. In this free-form, open to anyone to write something horror universe, in which God himself is listed as a thing that you have contained. And also Cain and Abel. And also the guardian angel that's blocking the door to Eden. We don't want to offend anyone, you see. We don't want to do anything remotely offensive. That's why we made sure to lock this thread so no one could edit it. This one specifically, that was there to be a writer's shitty self-insert. It's only there for that reason only. We promise. There's nothing wrong with it. We did not chase out authors that had been around since the concept's inception because they didn't like whatever political nonsense you were posting on the site and felt strongly that you should stick wholly to the realm of fiction in your fictional storytelling setting. And then they went and made their own site that has failed to gain a lot of attraction because it doesn't have the name recognition. And then we didn't misrepresent the situation completely and utterly at every single opportunity it comes up. That's not something that happened. You're crazy. Has anyone made a good SCP game yet? Has anyone done that? Like, there's two ways you can go with, like, a good SCP game. You either just make System Shock or you just make Half-Life. Just one of those two things. But just you're in a facility and there's recognizable things around sometimes. I made chicken broth. Chicken broth is pretty nice. Like, if I'm playing an SCP game of some kind, I don't want to be like a D class and have to escape a facility. I want to either be a scientist or I want to be like a field operative or something. I don't think so? Yeah. So I've been walking around for a hot minute. So, like, part of the point and why this whole concept worked so well initially is because no one knew a goddamn thing about it. And it was just, like, essentially... It's like kind of going off the back of, like, simulation theory, right? And it's just, if you no-clip out of bounds. This is like that box in an MMO that you get placed in if you clip out of the world map. And then they started putting, like, there's sharks in the carpet, or whatever stupid shit they're doing now. Operative investigating a Foundation location gone wrong. Like, if I play one of those games, I want to have, like, a boss fight. I don't want it to be, like, survival slop. Like, I want to accidentally run into Abel. And just, you have to throw down with Abel for a little bit. That's all I want. Lean more into tactical shooter. I don't think tactical shooter is a good approach to something where, like, basically anything you encounter can just touch of death you. I don't think that works that well. Unless you just want to make, like, zombie slop with either of the zombie things. Oh, hey, I recognize that. Open source fiction, it expands and deepens whether you or not you want it to. Sucks, doesn't it? There's a conspiracy that Bigfoot is Cain, and that was his punishment for killing Abel. All right, Cain, you committed the first murder. You know what your mother told you about masturbating. Now it's your entire body. Cain got really, really upset that God was disappointed at him. Like, the whole thing was like Cain and Abel brought God some meals they had prepared, right? And Cain happened to run out of sources of meat. So he made God like a steamed vegetable platter. And God said, nah, man. Which is pretty based, not gonna lie. And then Cain got really pissed off at Abel. And so Cain commits the first murder in the history of the human race. And then he lies to God about it when God says, hey, where's your brother, Cain? And that's where Am I My Brother's Keeper comes from. I thought that was a tree. Is that a tree? Is that what that is? No, it's a phone tower thing, cable line. You know, the power lines, except it's missing the top. And Paul Bearer distracted the referee. Does this thing work? Oh yeah, it does. And then God said, hey, you don't get to die ever now. And you're gonna see everyone you ever care about die over the natural course of life. And in World of Darkness, they decided that just meant Cain was the first vampire. Yo, pool rooms! I like this place. Like, genuinely nice aesthetic. I've always liked the pool rooms, ever since I first saw them. Like, I could hang out here. I'd like an exit door or like a teleportation device of some kind, but I could spend some time around here. Like, this is a mood. Probably not wear, like, socks and shoes. You can plant some stuff here. You're getting enough sunlight, or whatever that is. You know the weird bit about SCP? I feel like that's the whole thing. World of Darkness is incredible when you play the video game that tossed everything about World of Darkness out the window because it's stupid. So true! You remember that bit in Vampire the Masquerade? Where you, as a vampire, like, team up with, like, a monster hunter from Japan. She's like a fucking schoolgirl. And she has to fight, like, a fucking... I forget what it's called. It's like a fishman cryptid thing from Japan that she was hunting. Good quest. Very fun. Hengyokai. Thank you. Hengyokai? Hengyokai. The hell is that? What is that? Is that wood? Is that what that is? I can't tell what this is. Huh. Chinatown is not memorable. That quest is like the only thing I remember from Chinatown. Saw an ad for Blue-Eyed Samurai and it was mildly interesting. That sounds familiar. What the fuck is that? Is that like a lamp on top of another lamp, but the one on top is upside down? Is that what that is? Huh. There's the negotiation bit with the two brothers who keep upping each other by 5% until you get to 95% of the cut. I feel like with a game like that, just side quest shit where you're doing goofy nonsense is like way more fun than whatever the main plot's doing. What was the main plot of Vampire the Masquerade? Was it, you got, like, turned into a vampire against, like, the collective's wishes. And then everyone in attendance at your execution is like, this is bullshit. So they decide to let you go to save face a little bit, and they have someone show you the ropes. I believe it was Bender, if I'm not mistaken. And then they found, like, a mummy? They found, like, an ancient vampire that they thought would make them immortal if they, like, sucked out its jerky or something. The Incaran sarcophagus, right. And the final level of that is you, like, tearing ass through an entire, like, skyscraper's worth of dudes. And then, like, having a boss fight with a big buff vampire that's, like, wielding the fucking Buster Sword. And then you beat up, like, the CEO vampire guy. And then you tell him, yeah, I think that's enough. You enjoy your, immortal sarcophagus. You have fun with that. You have fun with that, dude. And then you leave. And then he opens the sarcophagus, like, right as soon as you leave, like, he, like, limps over to it. He opens it up and it's, like, rigged with fucking plastic explosives. And Bender, I don't remember the name of the character, I'm sorry. But the guy Bender voices. He's, like, sitting on the beach in, like, a lawn chair. And he's got the mummy propped up next to him. And he's just looking at the explosion in the distance. Doing a little trolling. Lebowskian plot. I should stream Vampire the Masquerade at some point. At some point. I need to look into fan patch stuff at some point. The extra bit if you're a Malkavian. I forget what I played the one time I, like, did a full playthrough of that. That happened, like, a long time ago. I think it was the guy with red hair? I don't remember which one that was. Was that I don't remember the name of it. The one that looks kind of normal and is not Malkavian? Who plays Bill, King of the Hill, and just kept calling the character Bill. Yeah, I do that too. You have this long existential talk with a taxi driver who is actually Kane. Is that what that is? Toreador, thank you. I believe I played Toreador. Is playing Nosferatu in that game like a nightmare that just is designed to piss you off? Because that's always been my assumption, and I've never looked into it. Because the whole thing, if you play Nosferatu, is you cannot let anyone see you. Ran Nosferatu 4 times. Because, like, that's why there's an entire sewer system. That's why there's an entire sewer map that you can just go through. That's underneath the regular map, right? Is just don't let anyone see you when you're doing your weird shit. I guess I'm going in the elevator again. Feels like I wasn't here all that long. Huh. That overhauls the plot so you become Dracula Flow. Just turn all your damage grunts into Dracula Flow quotes. Period of time in which you can be seen by someone before taking a violation. Ah, one of them. It's just, oh yeah. A lot of drug addicts in this city. They look like shit. Very unique dialogue. I've never looked into it. I really should. What kind of clown shoe shit is this? Hey! Where the hell am I? I'm good, I'm back here. This is where I wanted to be. Count Malkavian, the Malkavians. You walk into the diner with the boomer and she sees you. Her heart explodes instantly. More games need to do shit like that. Just do funny shit sometimes. Just, if you pick some specific stuff when you make your character, just have, like, some funny shit happen once in a while along the main plot. Don't the twins in that game, the twin sisters, the hot ones everyone wants, they turned out to be like the same person, right? It's like a split personality thing. Right? And also they fucked their dad, or I guess she fucked her dad. That happened, right? That was a thing? Yeah? That part I don't remember. I believe that happened. But I fear I did something wrong. It's okay, you're only female. We can't hold it against you too much. Yo, is this a movie theater? Dude, you put in some chairs here. Actually, if this is carpet, you don't even really need chairs. Not really. You get, like, a big projector screen here. You could, like, play a lot of quality shit in here. The acoustics in this place are probably really good for it, honestly. Just rig up a bunch of speakers up on top of the wall. You'll be fine. Granted, I don't think there's a light switch anywhere in this whole thing. Hello? Anybody? Anybody around? You know, with the assumption that this place is, like, infinite in scale, it's kind of a wonder anyone even, like, started writing, yeah, there's, like, towns people have made inside this place. Where they met up with other people that got stuck here and they just made, like, a town inside the thing. It's like, you're kind of defeating the entire purpose of the whole endeavor. It's like meeting up with someone when you're, like, cast into purgatory. It's like, yeah, it's not really the point. We need the ceiling this high. You know who would do that? Vivzy Pop. Huh. Where's the spooky monsters? I don't know if this thing is doing spooky monster swap. Like, I'll be honest, walking sim stuff is, like, hit or miss at best. I feel like the most you should ever do with a game in this setting is, like, once in a while, every great once in a while, maybe you'll see something around a corner really quick. And that's the most you should ever do with that. Huh. All right. Bring me to the all-you-can-eat buffet and let's get to it. Huh. Yep. Nice. So, like, one of the things I do like about more recent additions to this whole thing is, like, the outdoor areas. Yeah, like, I've seen the whole red outdoor thing before, and I like the aesthetic. It's easy on the eyes. It's like, oh, yeah. The real question is if those are actual crickets I'm hearing. Or if there's, like, a speaker somewhere that's just playing cricket noises. And there's trash bags here. Hello? You know, I was gonna say this looks very, like, normal. This interior, lack of furniture aside. And then the hallway's, like, 2 feet wide. Okay, so you have the chair that's in the back that's staring at the chair that's in the front that's staring down the infinite darkness. Does this thing have a flashlight on it that I'm just not aware of? Because F does nothing. Oh. Apparently not. Also, there's a third chair. For when we all need to be lined up for it all. Huh. The darkness cuck chair? Chat, does the darkness see what Jackie Estacado's doing when he's, like, you know, out on a night with ladies? Does that make the darkness a cuck? Or does the darkness just not want to be there at that point? Huh. I should stream the darkness too at some point, shouldn't I? I never played the second game, only the first one. And I like that first game a lot. Can't wait to get a claim for that 10 seconds of whatever that was. Huh. Aha! My lungs! Considering how much he loved showing Johnny the mob killing his girlfriend, I think the darkness doesn't want Hanky only killing. And Jackie Estacato's so cool. Ah, the pink house. Of course. This is the type of place where you just see a dog and you get really confused, and then the dog disappears around a corner. Well, here we are again. I'm gonna take this opportunity to check what my ats are. SCP-5K, SCP Fractured Minds. I will look into those on my own time at some point. I'm sure that'll go over well. We're back at Dinosaur Store. Oh my god, a Krima! Krimus! Chrysler! Happy birthday, little baby Jesus! Christmas! Alright, are we watching all of the other reindeer, or what are we doing? Are we watching Flintstone's Christmas Carol? What's happening? Damn it. This place is lies. Huh. That was weird. What? What happened? Obscure fact about the darkness is that prior to casting Mike Patton, they considered Kevin Nash for his experience with darkness. It was the darkest point in my life. Yeah, there's some implications. Whose feet are this big? The hell are those? Size 15s? Christ, man. Got like a Butterfinger in here or something, man? Worthless. Something hard fell on the table, my display went out, but my cable was fine. Reset the cable anyway, still nothing. Something inside my PC is getting loose. Don't you know computer stuff? Can't you just fix that by opening it up and, like, fiddling with it? Men. Women. 4 men go in there, and 3 women go in there. I understand. Huh. Yep, down we go again. Winter did not last long. To gather a parts list that was good for the time and compatible with each other. So you're like me then. Hey! God damn it! Just jump before you hit the bottom. It'll work, I promise. It will make sure you do not feel any semblance of impact at all. Oh, God. Oh, hey. And so the camera returned to Earth. But 50 years had passed. Did you enter the utility tunnel level? Strangely enough, no. That did not happen, oddly enough. Well, that was certainly a video game that I played. How complex was the found footage? Not really any instances of non-Euclidean space, strangely enough. Betrayed and trapped in the back rooms. Goku betrayed and trapped in the back rooms for 1,000 years. I believe there's only that, right? There's not like a different scenario if I do this again, right? Nothing's gonna happen if I just do this again, right? Like, it's not gonna be like a New Game Plus thing where there's like, yeah, you start wherever. No, I seem to be still stuck in mustard prison. This is not okay. So I'm unaware if this has, like, alternate paths you can take that go to different places or not. I look forward to getting no comments telling me otherwise because no one else has actually played this. Alright. Alright. On to the next piece of slop.